All right. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the next exciting episode of Sound and Silence, episode 6 of the Prologue games leading up to the launch of Alenclast. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Arcadum. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. As a quick recap, our heroes had just spent the last part of their journey making preparations to visit their evidence of the Silence's movement on the local power base in the form of the Sultan of Gran. After taking some time to learn about etiquette and to prepare their evidence properly and to make other such required introductions, they are now preparing to go forth to the Throne of Water to offer their evidence to the Sultan and to hopefully convince him of the real danger of the silence nearby. The first thing that they are to do is at the court is to meet with the Bureau of Adventurers chief, who has been told of their arrival. And we're going to pick right back up where we left off. You have just finished a meeting with the ever-present sumptuous Wortman, and you have just stayed in the boarding that he has provided. You receive a letter upon your waking directly from the Bureau of Adventurers that on your way to the court, you are to meet your bureau chief outside. The wheels and cogs of your arrival and your intentions have already been set into motion. There are those that make preparations that are seen and unseen to both aid and deter you. From this point forward, the map is active. Whatever you say is whatever you say, and your party will be unable to speak out of character to each other to discuss plans. Everything you do is in character. Everyone understand?
Yep, understand.
Sounds good.
Okay. As such, you find yourselves standing just outside of the boarding house that you had been set up for by sumptuous Wortman. It is late morning. You have been fed, and you are scheduled to arrive within the Sultan's court within 1 hour. It is a 20-minute walk. So, any final preparations that you would like to do, now would be the time to do them. When you are ready to move forward, please let me know.
Ty, did you get any more information out of the runes on Esmeralda?
I only received enough to, I think it's evidentiary of the various dialects of Levicia. I have been able to prove that it is Levician without a doubt. However, there are other markings that I cannot explain. References towards it's either a body of water or a landmass of some kind. It almost appears as if that the runes are indicative of a conjuration, of a destination. But I have been unable to identify any further information than that.
Unfortunate. But thank you for your work.
Undeniable proof is good in a court setting, though.
Do you think
So
we're
if
ready?
someone calls into question that it's Levician, we can say, no, we have an expert.
We do, in fact. But do you think we're ready? Do we have anything else to do?
As ready as we'll ever be, I suppose.
Esmeraldith will say,
Well,
surely the truth will set us all free. The Sultan must listen.
we're not exactly on trial for a crime, though. We're trying to muster help for a threat, and we have to prove that it's a threat, so... Truth will help us, but we also gotta be careful.
Ty will look at the group. Then who shall speak to the Sultan then?
My eyes just goes to Seraph.
I don't think it's going to be that easy. I assume that if they have questions for us individually, we won't be able to defer to each other, so we should all plan to talk, but...
Alright,
You know.
and what's your plan and what you're going to say?
We'll point out all the things that have happened to us before and after the amphitheater incident, and hopefully that will paint a portrait of a threat great enough to amass the Bureau and deal with it.
That would be the hope, but we have to hope our evidence is strong enough. Esmeraldith has volunteered to come up as evidence. Having a Levician there will certainly help.
Well said.
Ty will nod. Well,
Let's get some greasy street food in us so we're not in there on nervous empty stomachs and then head out.
I would rather something not greasy. I do not want to have
I already ate.
irritated. Oh,
We just had breakfast.
yeah, that too.
Sounds like we're ready then.
Yep, well, we have to meet with the head of the BOA before we go in, so we should probably head off soon.
Well, before I do anything stupid, here, Seraph, take the coin.
Alright. She'll stash in a pocket that's not with her other coins.
Alright
She
then.
is the money keeper.
Does the party wish to move forward then?
Yep.
I say go.
Okay. Thus, as the party sets forth, a 20-minute walk through the great river city of Gran, a testament, in fact, to the wealth of the region as the central trading hub. The great city of rivers even has water clocks and other such pressure and piston-based technology, lifting water up and sending it back down, creating energy, amusement, and hydration to its citizens. Eventually, you come to the central piece, the palace, complete with motifs of centrally splayed statues across water sculptures that move with nearly unseen glass, keeping in place the liquid festivities. Eventually, you come to the foyer of the Throne of Water. And there, you will see a very stressed out looking person waiting for you.
What?
Let me know when you guys are loaded.
I've looted.
Same as well.
This is a
I'm
map,
at 99%. The kid. Ooh, cool map. I'm in.
right?
Okay. As you enter, you will see a very nervous-looking individual strutting about, biting on their nails. You can see that they wear a tailor's uniform, as if they have just arrived from work. Eventually, they will look up, and they will see you and recognize your badges. You, Seraph?
Yes, I am.
Bureau Chief Alice Bront at your service. He offers a hand.
She will shake it.
He'll look to the others. Is this your party?
Yes, it is.
A few things that we have to discuss, then. I've only received preliminary word about what you have come to tell the Sultan. If anything's to be believed by our contacts, it would seem that the problem has grown much worse. You are the first to arrive of several of our associates that have sent forth word of the movements of the Silent. As you are the first, you are the only most likely that the Sultan will deign to hear, as he does not believe that the Silence is a true problem or threat. The man comes from a powerful line of river merchants, but he's quite young, brash, pig-headed. It will take a lot to convince him. Normally I would send myself, but he does not wish to speak to anyone that is not present with the evidence and that has experienced it. So, I am afraid I can offer you little support except this. As rash and reckless as this young man is, he has been trained since his birth on the acts of governance, and more importantly, on the art of the deal. Make no leverage that you are not prepared to lose. You represent us, the Bureau, as you speak to him. He looks at it like he's about to say something else that then stops. Look, I do not want to stress you out. I don't want to overwhelm you. So I'll just say this. Tell the truth. Tell him what you saw.
That was our plan.
And we will have to hope that he will listen. He will nod.
Advice.
Well then,
Thank you for your time.
I won't keep you any longer. Alright, as you step forth, you will see that standing within this place are the swords of the Sultan. They carry with them ornate kopeshes and marks and marrings of their Rhinan heritage. You can see that each of their scaled mails appear to have different imprinted notes, like that of musical notes, imprinted on each of them. With each subtle shift, it is like the chiming of many small bells. As you step forward, you will see that there is a large mural on the wall here, depicting that of the Sultan's lineage. You can see that it is arrived with all sorts of images of conquest, of mercantile prowess, and eventually the mastery of water. At the bottom of the mural, you can see that it says "En Gran." However, it is written in the native river languages. Ones that are normally only known by those that are born here. Is anyone here a Rhine human?
Not Rhine human.
Nope.
Okay.
Born in Rhine, but not a human.
In that case, it is unlikely that you know the full context of their language. You've probably picked up a few words, but it is not the common tongue of Rhine, which most human languages are in their continent, but not in Rhine. For those edification, the common language of Rhine is actually a rudimentary form of Levisian, which is an Elvish. Okay.
Does Ty know? Can we lean over and go, hey, Ty, what's that?
It's the Sultan's language. I don't know what it is, though.
Ooh.
As you approach, one of the swords of the Sultan will step forward. Present your credentials, please.
We are adventurers of the Bureau of Adventures. Here are our badges.
She will check the badges. Very well. The Vizier is waiting for you. Simply follow the signs. It will step aside as you move forward. In this room, you can see ornate pottery, mosaic designs, all of them filled to the brim with water sculptures. You can see that the water boils and shifts through these various tubes above your head, leading towards different chambers for unknown purposes. The great doors open as you enter, and you will see that there is a scene before you. You will see these two, their hands on their swords, and they are currently speaking very loudly. Control yourself, advisor. This is nonsense! This is the third time that I have been called to an audience with His Eminence, and I have been told to wait. He treads on uneasy ground to waste the time of Calcatesh. Alright, give me a perception check and a religion check, please, as you see this lady. Okay. With those combined checks, you are able to identify that this individual is a Calcateshian human, and she appears to be either a cleric, priest, maybe a paladin of some kind, as she is covered in the holy symbologies of the Calcateshian god Glory. As we have told you again, madame, the Sultan will see you when he is ready to see you. As you step up, you will see this one approach you. You are the ones from the Bureau, yes?
We are, yes.
Correct.
Step forward. The Vizier awaits you. As you step past, you will hear a sneer from the advisor here. Oh, of course. How much money has the Bureau paid you? We will not take any slander to His Eminence. I suggest you remember your... and so on and so forth, as you enter the grand chamber of the Throne of Water.
Whoa.
All around you, you can see water pouring from the ceiling, falling into the pools below. The echo-proofed chamber below, however, which would otherwise produce a deafening waterfall sound, instead only produces a melody of beautiful, deep, bass-sounding notes, the echoes forming a constant and therapeutic rift of music beneath your feet. A true testament to wealth and power alike. As you approach, you can see a great stairwell leading up to an enormous well of water, in which water floats from the surface and into the air, as two great metal pendants seem to hold it in place, their true purpose unknown. A lavish set of pillows and a throne is at the top of the stairwell, in which you see the Sultan himself. And you'll see this guy. Covered from head to toe in wealth and the adornment of his people, he lounges lazily on the chair, his massive throne. Down at the bottom of the stairs, you will see, standing as his first guard and vizier, is this woman. As you approach, she will hold up a hand and beckon you forward. And she will say, "That is far enough. You have been called into the presence of His Eminence. It is said that you have with you evidence of a story of the silent." You will then hear above the stairwell, spoken in the river languages. The Sultan speaks to the vizier.
Daivin anoin vindakan, even evosin vradandorvan, it varendenvand.
The vizier will then say, "The Sultan wishes to know, if you have encountered the silence, the most dangerous being upon our shared continent, why are you alive?"
Because two people have sacrificed themselves so that we may escape with our lives.
The vizier will turn over her shoulder and will translate. The Sultan will nod very softly, and then he will say,
Vin vradin vos den vadet.
"The Sultan says that you must have surrounded yourselves with many loyal and foolish friends to sacrifice their lives for a pittance. But he will honor their sacrifice. Speak. Tell your story, and he will listen."
Thank you, Your Eminence. We were sent by the Bureau of Adventures on a quest to deal with silent sightings in an area by the pretense to Tipsy. There we found Lady Esmeralda here and released her from her binds. As you can see, she is a Levisian.
As you say this, the vizier has been translating, and you will see that the Sultan leans forward slightly as if to get a better look at her. The vizier will gesture to continue.
After we saved her, the silence came after us, and one of our party members sacrificed themselves, in which we were able to escape to a tower, in which, when the bells rung, it drove away the silence for a time. There we met the man known as the Silent Man.
At this point, the Sultan interjects.
Kumsala, vindoran vinnai, indor vidakina fasindara, inderhoken toke silanso.
The vizier will nod and then will turn.
His Eminence would like to know, what do you mean by silent man? Is not the silence a force?
The silence is in fact a force, but this was a man within the silence.
The Vizier will...
Along with... Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh. I forget where I was in the sentence.
This is the silence is the force, yes, but this was a man.
A man that was working with forces of the silence. Wraiths. He spoke and was able to do something to Esmeraldith. He wanted the seer.
When the Vizier finishes translating, the Sultan will say, Vidare vigon vete cos silencio vandando, viconte volevisia fanunda isishon ven, ish as islanskis, viton quindans neris. The Vizier will say, His Eminence wishes to know what value does this Levisian have that truly would make her so valuable to the silence?
As I said, Your Eminence, she is a seer. She has seen future. A future that has not come to pass yet.
When translated, the Sultan will laugh. Tigole sindra resin silencio ves la visa volen, ifandon de gesevo de fortuna. The Vizier will then translate. His Eminence finds the claimant of a seer to be laughable. There are many seers within Gran, after all. Why, and the Vizier you feel is not translating the Sultan, but is asking you herself, why is it that you think that this Levisian is more important as a seer?
For the fact that she was locked away. The fact that the silent man had broken her mind to trick us into allowing him in. The fact that she knows stuff that should not have happened. The silence is much worse than what she had truly foreseen. I do not know why the silent wants her so bad.
After translation, the Sultan will say, Pintor comenes an veneke, evento gas magio, vincendo vegesio, viconde que ve, onest an vandere ve, cum sala vicana vison veras. The Vizier will then translate. His Eminence stipulates that perhaps it is not the silence that you have faced. Perhaps it is in fact something pretending to be it. There are many lesser predators that will wear the guise of a greater one in order to instill fear.
It existed within the...
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
It did exist within the silence. The silence swarmed around it.
The Vizier seems unconvinced. Continue with your story. We shall address the validity of his silence at another point.
After that, we went to Lockdale, which is where the issue is currently happening. The amphitheater there is swarming with the silence. We went to the amphitheater with another worker from the Bureau, Delver Venefica, the second. one who sacrificed herself for us.
You will see as it's translated, the Sultan will lean forward, for perhaps the first time, the jovial sound in his voice dropping.
Darius Vanifica? Viena vason, veto, cum sala vesan viconde venens nonas Vanifica.
The Vizier will nod. His Eminence knows of the Delver Vanifica. You say that she has perished?
I was unfortunately not awake when it had happened, as I was struck by a silent demon. But Ren was able to see it.
The Vizier will then turn her gaze to Ren. Explain. His Eminence would like to know what has happened to this Vanifica.
The context of the build-up before it is important. He will take a step forward, eyes looking down at the stairs to make sure he's not glancing up at the Sultan, and say, when we were approaching the amphitheater, known to have bandits, we encountered upon a group of strange figures doing a horrible ritual upon one of the bandits in the area. And he'll gesture over and look at Sunny and be like, produce the needle. They were sewing people's mouths shut, and when their mouths were fully sewn shut, a horrible transformation began to take them. Delver Venefica, as skilled as she was able to dispatch them easily, allowing us to continue our journey to the amphitheater itself. It was there, at the amphitheater, that we came upon these horrible, silent associated things. We did not know at the time, but the way that it entreated the air and silenced all noise made it obvious. We snuck around, saw some horrible sights, and there was a figure that seemed to be leading them, flanked by other people, influenced by the silence. They had coins embedded over their eyes. As one of these...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We do have one of these coins, and she will present the ferryman's coin.
As one of these winged, silent things carried one away, it dropped out. In the following combat that pursued as we retrieved it, a mass of these silent cultists, these, I think they may be voiceless. They seem to enact a foul ritual to summon more of it. One of the winged beasts. At this point, we had decided, unfortunately, to stay and stop this threat from becoming further a problem. But it was too much for us. Seraph, one of the more skilled of us, was struck down by horrid black lightning. And he'll gesture to Seraph to show off the scars.
She will do so.
We're not sure what this is, but for the longest time, and even now, it seemed to still burn within inside of her. Stepping up to fight this creature, it was one of the hardest battles we've ever been in. And as we pressed on and harrowed it, it was not enough. Delver Venefka had to step in. He'll also gesture to Sunny. As you can see, our friend is deeply scarred by the wounds it left. And Delver Venefka had to give their life to let us leave.
The Sultan will then speak to the Vizier.
Daviro menos, ives an venetet eventronses consala. The Vizier will nod. His Eminence wishes to portray his sadness at that news. The Delver was known to him. He shall see to it that her family is compensated. You have presented your evidence, your needle and coin. You have presented your story and your scars. There is no doubt within His Eminence that you have encountered terrible things, but you have not provided any evidence that it was the silence that you faced. It is at this point that Azmeraldith will step forward. She will look to the Vizier, and she will say, I do not know how it is done in these riverlands, but we have told you the truth. There is no reason for us to lie. These brave people saved me. Ty will try to put his hand on her shoulder, and she will shrug him off. No, I will not sit here and watch you call them liars. They fought the Silent. If it is something that is pretending to be the Silent, that is using the power of the Silent, how is that not worthy of your Sultan's attentions? The Vizier is taken aback by the audacity of Azmeraldith. She will turn her head, not looking at the Sultan, but awaiting his command. A silence falls over the Sultan, before finally he will say, Das Venant. And with that, you will see that all of his swords, as one, turn and march out of the throne room.
Oh, spooky.
You will hear the gates shut. You will feel the lights dim. The Sultan rises from his chair, and with soft steps descends down towards the party.
Ren will drop to his knees and keep his vision low.
The Vizier will nod and will stand aside. The Sultan will place his hands in a steepled form in front of him, the very semblance of a royal pose, and then he will say, Lavician, you presume much to think that I am uncaring. If you have failed to convince me of the silence that is within my domain, then how will you convince those of whose power we will require to face it? Would you have me put my people at risk and my reputation at risk with my rivals based off of your soothsaying? The Lavician Azmeraldith will kind of bow her head a little bit and kind of take a step back. Your evidence is sufficient to pique my curiosity. Therefore, I shall listen further. Explain your evidence again. I would hear it and see it and touch it. You will take a step forward. The coin, if you please.
Yes, Your Eminence. She will hand the coin over.
As he takes the coin, he will look at it. A token for the dead.
minted Levisian era. It also seems to have a bit of tin into it as well. Not copper. Perhaps nickel. You will put it back into your hands. The needle. Golly gosh, I'm Sonny.
Sunny will move up and hand the needle to the vizier.
Okay. The Sultan watches you hand the needle to the vizier and not him. The vizier will then step forward and hand the needle to the Sultan and step back. He will look at it. To pierce one's lips and to seal their voice. A blasphemy of our shared continent. Our melodies silenced. 'Tis certainly within line of the silenced desires. He will hand the needle back to the vizier, who will then hand it to Sunny.
Sunny will take it.
Present your scars.
Yes, Your Eminence.
He will lean forward to look at them. Infernal burning. I am afraid you're most likely going to have that scar for the remainder of your life. But it is that sacrifice that I find most convincing. It is true, to the vizier's credit, that what you say could, in fact, be merely a misunderstanding. But I am not unconvinced. There are too many coincidences leading towards it, and I have not sensed any deception amongst you. Therefore, I cannot but help to think of what next we shall do. The Sultan will look towards the vizier, and she will nod. I believe it is a good idea, Your Eminence. He will nod back. As it just so happens, I believe that you may help me solve a problem. One that has begun to rear itself. For you see, the evidence of the silence activities is not unknown to me. I have been told that many within my subjects have felt its pull. Most I have regarded as folklore. Peasants that live lives of insignificance and would seek anything to be more. But I cannot ignore the word of professionals as easily. You do not seek glory, certainly not gold. He wrinkles his nose as if he can smell your pour. Therefore, one can only purport that your honor compels you. Very well, little bureau. You have my interest. If you wish to have my support, however, there is something that you must do for me. A deal, if you will.
What would you have us do, Your Eminence?
First, we should be clear to each other. I do not like foreign entities within my realm. Though you have Rhine blood, you serve a foreign entity. The advisor, as she calls herself, from Calcatesh has made herself quite the nuisance. Her insistence upon my aid in this expedition that they purport will lead to the saving of our continent. I find myself distasteful of her. And yet, I seem to have found an opportunity. For my rivals have already begun to offer themselves to this expedition. The risk they take is worthy of me. For if they fail, there will be great profit for Gran. But if they should succeed, it may yet challenge my center of power. Therefore, my proposal is this. I shall tend to this silent problem. In exchange, you shall act as my agents to this new land. You shall ensure that my rivals do not go unchallenged, and should you fail, it will be of no recourse to me, and I shall not suffer the embarrassment of such a thing. I am skeptical of this new land, but I was also skeptical of the silence. A fair trade, I believe, yes?
Very gracious
Yes.
trade, Your Eminence.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
I'm glad to see that you have seen the wisdom in my decision. The Levisian shall stay within my court, and the Plasmid can stay as well. Tybe, despite himself, will go, Me, Your Eminence? You want me here? Do not be so unbecoming of yourself. I have seen you study her since you've been here. You are a scholar, are you not? He will nod, as I suspected. The two of you shall be within my court. As compensation for you, he will kind of wave a gesture at Seraph and the boys. You shall go as agents of Sultan Musa Angran and ensure that whatever wealth this continent has shall be claimed for Rhine, and more importantly, for me. That is my deal. Vizier. The Vizier will offer her hand to Seraph.
Seraph will accept it with a slight bow.
The Vizier will nod towards the Sultan. Your Eminence, she has accepted. Wonderful! Excellent. And now that we have such business out of the way, now it is time to speak of pleasure. And more importantly, what I intend. Your work begins immediately. The first is you shall placate yourselves to this advisor. You shall tell her that I have accepted and that you are to act as my agents. You are to do as she wishes, discuss details with her, whatever is required. Just be sure that she does not darken my court again.
Of course, Your Eminence.
That is all. Dismissed. He will reascend the stairs.
The Vizier will take her
And
place. You will then
we'll
hear...
stand. Oh, sorry.
You will then hear, Vantones! The doors will open, and once more, the small battalion will re-enter the throne. And in crisp military positioning, go back to their guardianship. The Vizier will then call out to Tai and Azmeraldith. Arrangements will be made. See to the east wing. They will both bow. Does the party leave with them?
After bowing, yes.
Yeah. So
Ren will speak to the Vizier real quick and go, the amphitheater, I think, is still of some importance. The writing on Esmeralda matched there, and it was the reason that we went there in the first place. If we are drawn off to this new continent, I beseech you, the amphitheater is not some place to be ignored. Even if these things aren't the silence, they are still a threat, and they are still contained there.
His Eminence has
Sorry.
heard your evidence.
I apologize. Thank you.
They're arguing over here still. As you get down here, Azmeraldith and Tai will kind of step to the side. And Azmeraldith will say, well, I suppose that was the best we could hope for. You're telling me. I thought we were going to be beheaded. Well, you guys would be beheaded. I'd be like, kind of mushed up. Anyway.
Emulsified.
It was very quite worrying. I was shaking so much.
It seems that
I was
he
about to
listened
offer
at
to let
least.
them fill my mouth shut to prove it.
No!
It would seem that he is at least accepting of the evidence, and with time I am sure that Tai can prove more. That's the plan. But I did not expect him to offer you... It's such an ask. To travel across the... Surely you don't have to go and do this.
Well,
It's
we
just a
did
shame I
agree.
won't get to see the amphitheater burn. I don't want Delver Venefka's death to be in vain.
I do wish we could do something about that. Join the forces raiding it. But I don't know if we're allowed to anymore.
Tai will shake his head. I don't think you're intended to do anything else except what the Sultan says. I feel as if, as Azmeraldith begins, I feel as if I have consigned you to a prison on my behest.
Well, it's going to do good for the land of Rhine, so I don't mind this prison of sorts.
I agree. It is for the good of everyone. This threat cannot be ignored, and if it requires a trip to the new continent, then so be it.
if anything, I'm worried about the two of you. He'll kind of look around, see if anybody's listening. It's almost as if the two of you are hostages to keep us in check, make sure we don't run away.
You know what, Sonny? I grant you an inspiration.
Yeah. Sunny's pretty smart, huh? Sorry.
Out of all the people to see it and say it, didn't expect it to be you, little buddy. Keep it up, champ.
He's going to
thank
do
you.
like a birds in a cage kind of thing. But Sunny kind of beat me to it.
Azmeraldith will nod and will say, "Oh, I didn't think of it that way." Tai will just say, "Look, I think more than anything else, what we have to keep in mind is that this man cares about his people. And also, he cares about profit.
as long as it's beneficial to him. Doesn't really matter. We're going to figure it out. The silence has to be stopped in either case. So what if he gets a little rich doing it? He's the only person around here who's got any ability to get anything done anyway. Esmeraldith will nod. It is unfortunate, but true. Still, I am sorry, Seraph, Sunny, and, Ren. She takes a moment. Who are you?
Please don't be. This is our will.
Well, I did kind of accept on all of our behalves, but it's not like we could have actually refused.
That's also true.
No, you did good accepting that without hesitation. Shows a better hand than if we had stopped to confer.
Well,
Indeed.
Well, then I suppose, for now, this is goodbye. I do so ever hope that I get to see you again.
Of course. We will be back.
Sunny will step forward. He will say, "Life is a series of transient fate. Our meeting and separation, while significant to us, is but a flash in the grand scheme of things. And yet, I have no doubt that we'll one day meet again, Esmeralda." And he'll go in and hug her.
Well said, Sonny.
Ty will just stare at what he just said. Who the fuck is that?
Until that day comes,
This is also
Esmeralda, take care of yourself.
Is that a fucking doppelganger?
Sonny, when did
Even
you
being
get
in
so
a court
wise?
setting brings the best out in Sonny.
Wow, so eloquent.
Were you raised by a noble or something, Sonny?
Nope, in the village, by my parents.
Yeah, we knew that.
Boy, howdy, I sure do like... We're all bound within a singular transient fate. Woo-wee, I sure do like onions. The fuck? That's a... Oh, I hope that happens again. Anyway, Esmeraldith will return Sunny's hug, and she will nod. Well, I suppose, farewell. And good travels.
Tyronicus, before we part ways, will that translation book from violin to lyre actually be useful to you?
I think so.
Okay.
Also,
Have to make sure.
I'll be sure to send word to Squishanathan to let you know that everything went okay.
Ah, yes, thank you. He's quite enjoyable.
Yeah,
He
he's
helped us
telling
out.
me he wants you to. He wants me to do that. He looks down at his pinky.
I'll miss Squishanathan's music.
Oh, God. Let me slime, ain't nothing but... Oh, God. Gross.
The warbling voice of an angel, that one.
All right, well, the two of them will nod, and they will be shepherded away by the swords of the Sultan to an unknown fate. All right, agents of Angron.
Well, I guess we have a job to do. Let's go deal with... Just a warning.
Hmm?
The Calcatesh boa isn't that great. It's the boa that I've been worried about.
The
Okay,
boa?
let's go.
What is a boa?
Sonny, we went over this yesterday.
What?
The Bureau of Adventure.
Oh, yeah, yes, the Bureau of Adventurers. That's what you meant.
Are you okay?
No, I was also confused. That's a weird.
Well, you see, Sarah, when you told him about the boa last time, it was a transient meeting, and the information was ephemeral to his state.
Indeed. In one year, out the other.
Okay, Sonny. Pats on head.
What's a boa?
Hey,
I
you
also thought she
remember
meant
me.
a snake, Sonny. You're
Oh,
good.
what
Oh,
curse?
thank you, man.
Okay. And furthermore, this is incredibly... Who are these?
Advisor, please. Your
And
wishes
who...
have been answered.
And who are you?
We are
We are
members
agents
of the.
the Sultan.
We are, yes.
Who?
So, we are the. Oh, he said a word. I don't remember the word he specifically said.
The
that
two
we
swords
are.
will look at each other and nod, seeing as how this is no longer their problem.
Yep.
And get the fuck out of there.
We are the Sultan's agents. for
Oh,
this
very
thing.
well. In that case, why have I been denied yet another audience with the Sultan? His Eminence should know how important this expedition is.
Good news. We are the three that will be going.
Wait.
Unfortunately, homebound matters here have taken the Sultan's attention. Things are dire here, but we will be going with you to this new continent.
Indeed.
What are your qualifications?
Well, we're members of the Bureau of Adventurers.
We've escaped with our lives twice from the silence.
And I have happy.
Alright, for a moment it looks like Advisor Carinth Carsteel is going to have an aneurysm and a stroke and die.
I mean, that would succeed in what the Sultan wants.
She instead...
Go ahead, drop that.
She instead, however, takes a deep breath. I see. Well, if you are to act as the agents of Von Gran, then I suppose that's something. Very well, let us find a less wet place to talk.
Think of it like this. We are guaranteed to have an audience with the Sultan at least once when we come back. So all of your complaints, wants, and wishes will be told. You should tell them to us. And we'll be
As
able
I
to
said, we
forward
should
them to him.
discuss this somewhere less wet.
Yes, let's go.
What's wrong with we're in the steel what? Okay, all right.
It's a
She storms
red.
off. Okay. Alright, well done, guys. You guys
Hey.
didn't fuck up in front of the Sultan.
Except for Sunny
Wanna get
handing the
headed.
needle and thread to.
No, that was good. That was good. You don't want to
Sorry,
hand
like-
things directly to nobles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it's different here. The
To be
culture and
fair,
stuff
he
whatnot.
wanted it presented to himself, so
That's also true. So I have no
But
idea what
what
they're
if
point-
somebody's hand brushed him?
I think the point is you took a gamble and it paid off.
Wait, so was that good?
Oh, I didn't fuck up, so that's good.
Great. We're still alive. Yay.
And the fact that you're still breathing means that you have done okay.
Perfect.
I hope the amphitheater burns.
Boom, boom. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Oh, hold on. Do you guys have doppelgangers? You have doppelgangers, so I'll delete all that. Okay.
I just saw this guy who looks just like me. Except he was playing Slammer.
Okay, everyone loaded?
Yup.
As everyone kind of takes a seat, you will see that she has rented off a small section of the embassy of Calcatesh for her own uses.
And as she kind of walks you through, you will see that there's the Calcatetian flag, bannerets, representation, all that stuff. Which, by the way, as a quick aside to everyone listening and everybody that participates in the games and stuff, our good friend Nara has taken it upon himself to create a heraldry and flag for every continent and region therein. So
Yo.
he's
That's
also
pretty cool.
he's also having them designed as map assets, so we'll actually see them in game, which is kind of exciting, personally.
Thank you, Nara.
So
Thank you.
big shout out to Nara there. Okay. As everyone takes their seats, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Corinth Carsteel, at your service, advisor to His Eminence, the Sultan of Gran. If you are to be assigned as agents on his behalf to serve with the expedition, then you should at least know what you're getting yourself into. I will answer what questions that you have, and I suppose we shall make note of your expertise and have you added to the manifest. Truth be told, I am glad to be done with this travesty of diplomacy. Well, I suppose first, introductions, yes? Your names?
Hi, I'm Sunny.
As in the disposition? Or that is your name?
Oh, that is my name.
I see. I thought you said your name was Happy.
Ah, no, I said I have Happy. He'll point to his familiar. This is Happy.
I am glad to see that your servant is pleased, but what is its name?
He named it Happy.
Oh,
Oh, the name, yeah.
she will ignore Sunny, probably for the rest of her life, and will look instead
Perfect.
to Seraph.
Perfect.
I am Seraph Whistlebow, a denizen of the Rhine.
She will look over towards Ren.
I'm Renard Kwasu, first generation Renian.
Well, now that we're all introduced, there are some things you should know. What your Sultan has signed you up to is an expedition, but not just any. The greatest expedition in terms of size and import that has been, well, ever performed. It is a coalition of each of the 7 great continents of our shared world. Or 6, I should say. Our target is the 7th, a land known as Alenclast, a place brimming with magic yet unforeseen and unknowable. Its secrets, our seers and our scryers hope will bring us an edge to end the war of the Skyscar, and to see that we are all saved. She will look up towards the sky at where the scar is fading on the horizon as the sun begins to set. So many, and so many places are so focused upon what is immediately around them that they do not look to the skies and realize how close we have come. Were it not for the heroic actions of Kazor and the 7 of our continent, ruin would have come to this place, to all places. Again, the wheel turns and calls upon those of heroes' blood to stand against the tide of destruction, just as our seers have spake, just as the Harrow has stated, just as our histories have repeated. Yet no one listens.
Certainly not some young sultan too engorged with his harem to truly understand what is at stake. Make no mistake.
Hey. He's still the Sultan. You gotta be nice.
I do not have to do anything. And you are not on Rinian soil. And the reason I speak so plainly about him is you must soon understand just how meaningless his title is. Our purpose for this expedition goes beyond his tiny sultanate. Indeed, it goes beyond what I imagine he is even capable of understanding. That is our mission. Alenclast is our future, our shared hopes, our shared dreams. You will see that she reaches into a nearby pouch and pulls out a capsule. This capsule contains a small, radiating blue-looking liquid. She will hold it up to her nostril, and she will take a deep sniff. And she will put it away. Alright, so I need history checks.
I think I know what happened.
He just did a lot of cocaine in front of me. What the hell?
I'm pretty sure she might be a steam addict.
Yeah, nos feed.
Okay, with those checks, you recognize what steam is. And yes, she just inhaled steam. That's probably not good. Maybe. Seeing the looks...
Like a boat. Why are you inhaling steam?
She will look at you with an incredulous face. Because it makes me more powerful.
But why do it now?
Because my body requires it.
Uh-huh.
Your lack of understanding is paramount. I shall make it clear. My body, as she begins to reveal under her armor more and more metal instead of flesh, would long since have been destroyed were it not for the blessings of steam. My life is entwined with it, allowed to serve despite what was once to be my death. By glory's grace, I am to continue my crusade. And my crusade takes me to Alenclast, which is now where your Sultan has sent you. Our seers, our scries, have been able to reveal that it is a desolate place, filled with potent and powerful magics, great beasts, heavily mutated into the ways of killing and destruction. It is a place that must be tamed. It must be conquered. And only then, upon its mastery, can we hope to turn its strength against our enemies in the sky. That is the nature of your mission now.
Wow, you are kind of like a boat.
What?
What?
What? No,
I said earlier, what are you, a boat? Why are you inhaling steam? And you are kind of like a boat.
What?
Ren, that
One
is
of the big
something
steam
I'd expect
clads that runs
Sunny to
off of
say.
them.
Ironclad is way beyond your tech level of knowledge as a character. Anyway, that was weird. The advisor will continue and will look towards Seraph. It is best that you understand that. The danger that your Sultan has signed you up for is something that you are unlikely to return from. Apologies for my rough, perhaps blunt nature. But it is what it is.
I'm sure it'll work out.
To be fair, we were already kind of doing that anyway. We barely got out of the two situations with the silence alive. I'm not wrong.
If you said anything, okay, we can hear you.
No, it's fine. She
Oh,
will
okay.
she will then state, as long as you're aware. Now we should discuss details. As you have been signed over to my coterie, we will be leaving a week's hence. So whatever final preparations that you need to make and any kin that you would like to make arrangements for, I suggest that you do so. The likelihood of your return is lower than it is greater.
Is there
Alright.
anything specifically we should get?
It will be provided.
Yeah, what's Alenclast like?
She will
Is it cold?
She will look over to you. We don't know. The information that the seers and the scries have been able to reveal is limited. We know that it is filled with mutative monsters, but we do not know the weather. Although there are many that speak of it to be like the rift of my homeland. Storms of weather wreathed in magic.
Then is there anything we have to do to prepare for this?
I suppose I will train you in what little that I know. You should also familiarize yourself with steam and with the Calcatesian laws. The laws, you must learn of our culture. You're going to be at sea with us for some time.
And would that information be provided in book form?
Yes.
I can't read.
Then it will be orated to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
In fact, wait, I'm sorry, did you say you could not read?
I'm illiterate.
We're working on it.
Teaching
No,
how to-
no, you will not be.
Perfect.
She looks bereft. Like, of all, just...
We've been trying to teach him.
Dude, one of these
We got
agents
close,
can't
right?
read, dude.
I've been learning a lot.
I know how to write my name.
Exactly.
Maybe also Happy's.
No, Happy can't write.
In either case, we may as well begin. As she steps forward, her veneer kind of changing. The Sultan has assigned you to me, and we will be spending this week of preparation, and I will be getting you ready for the journey ahead. Come with me to the training yard. We don't have a moment to lose.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. Oh boy! Time to make choices.
Oh, fun.
Golly gee willikers, I sure do like making choices. Man, I had like a prison made.
Sorry.
I honestly thought you guys were gonna fuck up bad. In my defense, I think it's a pretty reasonable chance, but you guys pull it out.
Okay,
So.
to be fair, we made it so Sunny would only have to speak once or twice.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yup.
True. But
All right.
we minimized it.
That's true. That's true. You did. All right, everyone. We've got some stuff to talk about, and that is what unique origins you guys will carry over to Alenclast.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay, so as you have been made official agents of the Sultan, there's a couple of things that you can choose. There's access to the training that Advisor Karen Carsteel can give you. There is also direct benefits that direct benefits from Gron that you can receive as well. You can also choose not to do any of this. None of these are required. You can just choose to say, fuck it when you get there and just do whatever you want. But choose any origin you wish. Alright? Making sure everyone knows what's going on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and start with you, Sonny. Alright, so your two choices are Agent of Gold or Shadow of Secalcuse. So, Agent of Gold is the standard origin that you've unlocked by becoming a servant to the Sultan. It means that you get to start with a bunch of money. So, in Alenclast, you will have a enormous starting stipend. Or, you can choose to be a Shadow of Secalcuse, which means that with the training that the advisor provides, means that you will be able to confirm yourself to the right kind of people, to the Thieves Guild of Greater Calcatesh, and more importantly, to the god of thieves, Secalcuse. It essentially means that you will receive a divine boon from the god himself. Those are your two origins you can choose to start with.
Alright. Do I choose it right now, or...?
You don't have to choose it right now.
I choose the second one.
Okay. Hold on, I'm notating. Okay, Seraph. I think I know which one you're going to choose, but I still have to give you all the options. First is Agent of Gold, which is you get to start Alenclast with a large stipend from the Sultan. Or, because of the training of Advisor Carinth, you can choose to be a Bard's College Associate. An official member of the Bard's College, being able to enact and adjudicate their specific legal jurisdictions, which is encompassed but not limited to the prescribing of history, the transcribing of events, and, of course, the sonetization and otherwise lyrical representation of events as they occur.
Mm-hmm.
So those are those two for you.
I know I also have two other choices of Faded or Black Lightning.
These are just the two.
What I get from Black Lightning.
These are just the two that you get from the Sultan, and the these are the two actual ones you get at the end of the prologue. So.
Definitely much more tempted for the Bard's College Associate, though.
That's true.
I have so many options, though. I don't know which one I'm going to choose yet.
That's okay. Take your time. To be clear, Fated is kind of an automatic thing, so you don't actually have to choose that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Because that's your harrowing thing. All right. But Black Lightning is one of your alternate forms that you get to choose.
Yes.
Okay, Ren. It's your turn.
Hi. I'm Ren.
What, did I say your name wrong?
No, I was making a
okay.
Konosuba joke though.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Cosma.
Hi, I'm Kazuma. And we're the Cleveland Browns. All right.
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Okay, so your two options are Agent of Gold, Warrior of Steam, or Ambassadorial Aid, specifically to Glaeus.
Ooh. So, yeah, tell me about Warrior Steam and Ambassadorial Aid.
Okay, so
those both sound pretty good.
So Warrior of Steam means you're able to use Steam. It essentially means that you'll get access to Steam weapons, which normally only Calcatessians do. But this will give you a special origin to be able to do it, which means you can use vessels, which are guns. Winky face. And then there is ambassadorial aid to Glaeus, due to your origin and to the training as an ambassador provided by the advisor. This will give you the ability to participate in court. Like, you'll be able to go to the different courts of Alenclast. You'll also be able to gain all the Glaean-only benefits in their district because you're an ambassador to Glaeus, despite not being quotations from there. And vice versa, you'll be an ambassador to Calcatesh as well. So it gives you some story benefits like that.
Oh man, Steam Warrior sounds fun. I am wearing a funny steam-clad sailor coat, so that would fit my aesthetic a lot. But
that's true. It fits aesthetic.
Being ambassadorial like that said, that's a lot of responsibility and heft to throw around.
That's a lot of yapping.
Yeah, you know what?
It's a lot of potent yapping.
Let's. I think I'm gonna go with ambassadorial aid. I like that idea.
Ambassadorial aid, okay.
Yeah.
That means you may benefit from both Calcatessian and Glaean benefits, and may participate in the Court of Alenclast. Which essentially just means you get to do you get to participate in votes. You actually have voting power. So,
I'm like a minor noble.
More like, think more congressman. It's not quite nobility. It's
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's what you know what actual ambassadors do, right? Like how they kind of vote and wheel and deal and kind of like grease the wheel. You know what I mean? You're doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You will be able to vote in very specific situations, but you've got your foot in the door. There's a path forward where you could even build your political presence if you'd like to. But that's what it's all about, is political stuff.
Also allows me to knock elbows with a couple of the Glaeus people, and that's
true.
Fun.
You get to knock elbows. Lots of elbows. No kneecaps. And remember, kneecaps and elbows are different, Sonny. They are not the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Both joints, but not the same.
What? Okay. Alrighty. Well, As you finish your
All right,
training,
now it's 2 episodes of Slammer Tournament, right?
and as you finish your training with the advisor Carinth Carsteel, notations are made, and eventually your party will set sail to Alenclast. Dang, son.
Guess we ended our
Yay.
campaign early by accident.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Mhm.
I had originally planned for you to succeed that fight and then explore that dungeon, but, you know, it happens.
It outscaled us.
Yeah.
It outscaled us fast.
We'll
It's
come
all
back
good.
at level 5 and we'll annihilate that place off the map.
Hey, you still completed your prologue. You didn't die, so
Yeah.
good stuff, man.
I still want to know what Black Lightning can do.
Oh, you gotta choose it though. That's the
I know,
that's the
but
secret one. That's the ooh. Is she gonna choose it? That's the secret one. Tee. Ooh, that's
It's so
ooh. Rubs hands together. Oh, that means I.
How does
What's up?
transcontinental like mailing works?
Oh, so sending messages across the abyssal ocean is accomplished in many different ways depending upon which continent that you're on. In Alenclast, that will be a major, like one of the first major issues that all the parties of Alenclast together are going to try and solve. So,
Oh god, Casey reality.
do we have art? Do we have art?
yes.
Oh shit!
Yes, we do.
All right, hold on. Let me go look at art real quick. Oh god!
This is so good.
Hold
And
on.
you know what? It perfectly encapsulates how Sarah was reacting to that, because it's like, did Sunny ascend into knowledge somehow?
The fuck? The nature of our meeting was transient. Blah 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 blah. What the fuck? Oh man, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
Oh, Casey's so great.
good job, Casey. God, Casey's so awesome, dude. I'm so glad there's still artists doing fucking commission. Look at the fucking fan art is so good. I felt the same way. Like when he started saying that, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Sunny's actually pretty smart. He has like 14 int.
Sure, you know what? Got me. You got me, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Oh.
He's only intelligent when, you know,
When it matters, looks around.
not even when it matters. It's just like random occurrences.
Yeah. He randomly snaps out of his bit dementia.
Man, shit is wild.
Dude, Seraph's reaction was always so good.
Casey just knows exactly how to do my character.
That's perfect. I think that's the way we all felt when he just walked up and started doing that. Like, who the fuck is this? Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, players. Thanks for supporting. This will conclude Sound and Silence as they have successfully completed their prologue. A little earlier than I would have liked, but it is what it is. At least they're not dead.
That's true.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank